This is Bumper to Bumper TV.
What's a good way to get a feel for a well-equipped sedan? In this case, is the Toyota Hybrid all that it's cracked up to be?
Well, first of all, let's be honest about it. We're going on a road trip. We haven't done that in a while. The pandemic has made us all very, very crazy, but we'll get through that. So, we're in the Toyota Camry Hybrid XSE, the Sport Edition. Obviously, beautifully done interior. It's red. It really makes you really feel like you're very proud. Big display screen so you can see things like Apple CarPlay or whatever the app you're using. And a fairly easy to understand dashboard. Toyota is smart. They don't try to wander off too far from what people know they're good at. So, over the course of this road trip down to the Alabama Gulf Coast, we'll talk a little bit about the car and about the driving experience and about seeing the road again.
Starting in Atlanta, the trip along Interstate 85 was comfy enough with a near whisper level of road noise in the Camry. A full tank of fuel promised more than 450 miles of range, which meant it wasn't necessary to fill up along the way. That gave us a moment to appreciate the level of interior, fit, and finish in the XSE. A little more than an hour later, we crossed the state line over the Chattahoochee River, heading toward Montgomery. This was one of those trips where the distances were covered without any challenges. For us, one of the best parts was the fuel efficiency. 167 miles later, we're in the Alabama state capital and using less than a quarter tank of fuel. 2.5 hours later, we arrived at the Africatown community in Mobile. This is where the last slave ship bringing enslaved people landed in the United States in 1860. Many of the 110 captives on board stayed in the area after the end of the Civil War, creating their own community, while never forgetting their connection to Africa. Today's descendants are still there and are working to preserve their cultural legacy for future generations. As for the Camry, it was a perfect ride for this journey of discovery. I'm Greg Morrison.